Hailee Steinfeld reveals her baby girl's name. The actress, who shared back in April that she welcomed a daughter with husband Josh Allen, has finally shared her and Josh's baby girl is named Harper Haize Allen. Hailee making the name reveal in a June 19th edition of her Beau Society newsletter. In a message to her daughter, she writes, "Even though I know I am meant to guide you through this life, Harper."
Hailee Steinfeld and Josh Allen have finally given the world what everyone's been waiting for. After months of teasing little glimpses into motherhood without ever saying the one thing fans wanted most, Hailee has officially revealed her daughter's name. And the way she chose to share it? It's honestly one of the most heartfelt things we've seen from a celebrity parent in a long time. So, let's talk about everything that led up to this moment, what she actually said, and why this reveal is hitting fans so hard. Let's rewind for a second, because the story of how we even got here is just as sweet as the reveal itself. Hailee Steinfeld and Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen have been together since the spring of 2023, when they were first spotted out together, not long after Josh's previous relationship ended. From the very beginning, their romance moved at its own pace, with the two of them slowly going from rumored to official, especially after photos surfaced of them together on a vacation in Mexico. Over the following months, they became one of those couples who managed to stay surprisingly private considering how famous they both are. Josh as one of the NFL's biggest stars and Hailee as an award-winning actress and singer. Then came the big milestone. In May of 2025, Hailee and Josh tied the knot in a beautiful wedding in Santa Barbara, California. It was the kind of event that had fans everywhere swooning, blending Hollywood glamour with NFL star power. And it didn't take long after that for the next big chapter to begin. Just months into their marriage, the couple announced in December that they were expecting their first child together, sharing the news in a cozy winter-themed video that immediately had fans counting down the days. That countdown ended on April 2nd, when Hailee shared news that their baby girl had officially arrived. She didn't reveal a name or even a birth date at the time. Instead, she kept things simple and emotional, writing that she and Josh were feeling incredibly grateful and blessed, and that they were savoring every one of those early moments. It was short, it was sweet, and it left fans with exactly one question. What is the baby's name going to be? For weeks, that question stayed unanswered. Hailee gave fans little pieces of the journey instead. The day after announcing the birth, she shared an update letting everyone know she was, in her words, soaking in the newborn bliss, while still promising to keep writing her newsletter every week. Then, around Mother's Day in May, she gave fans their first real look at the baby, sharing adorable photos that showed off a tiny hand wrapped around her finger and small feet tucked into a spotted onesie. Fans got glimpses, but never the one detail everyone was dying to know. And that's what makes this moment so big. On Friday, June 19th, Hailee finally answered the question that had been building for months. In the latest edition of her newsletter, called Beau Society, she published an entry titled "A Letter to My Daughter." And in it, she revealed the name everyone had been waiting for, Harper Haize Allen. But this wasn't just a quick announcement. Hailee didn't simply post a name and move on. She wrote an entire love letter to her daughter, and it is full of the kind of raw, honest emotion that you don't often see from celebrities. She opened by telling Harper that she's been in awe of her from the very beginning, saying that even though her daughter has only been in the world a short while, it already feels like she's always been theirs. She went on to describe motherhood in a way that felt incredibly real. Hailee talked about feeling a kind of wistfulness mixed with excitement that she'd never experienced before becoming a mom, a feeling of treasuring every tiny moment while also wishing time would slow down. She painted this picture of wanting her daughter's baby soft hair to stay exactly the way it is forever, while also longing for the future, picturing herself one day braiding her daughter's hair while they sit together in the grass. It's the kind of detail that makes you realize just how much thought and love went into every single sentence of this letter. Then comes the line that's been spreading across social media ever since the newsletter went out. Hailee wrote that even though she knows she's meant to guide her daughter through life, The truth is that her daughter has already taught her far more than she could ever teach her in return. It's a beautiful, almost poetic way of describing what so many new parents feel, but rarely put into words so perfectly. She didn't stop there either. Hailee opened up about how becoming a mother has completely reshaped the way she sees herself. She described it as constantly becoming a new version of who she is, day after day. A softer version, a stronger version, a more patient and present version. And, maybe most touching of all, a version of herself that she said she now loves more deeply than she ever thought possible, including loving herself more too. Throughout the letter, Hailee also reflected on how different motherhood looks compared to what she once imagined. She admitted that she used to think being a mother was simply about raising a child, but now she sees it as something much bigger, something about constantly transforming and rediscovering who you are as a person. She talked about the tired late nights, the small milk-drunk smiles, and that strange, overwhelming realization that her heart now exists somewhere outside of her own body in the form of her daughter, and that feeling, she said, is never going away. What's also worth mentioning is that this wasn't completely out of nowhere. Hailee had actually teased a nickname for the baby months earlier, all the way back in January, in a post shared on the same newsletter, months before Harper was even born. It was a small hint that fans didn't fully connect at the time, but looking back now, it's a sweet little detail that shows just how long this name and this bond had been forming, even before the baby arrived. It's also worth pointing out just how much has been happening in both of their lives during this same stretch of time. Josh Allen has continued to be one of the biggest names in the NFL, coming off an MVP-level run, while juggling the excitement of becoming a first-time father in the middle of an intense football season. And Hailee, on top of adjusting to motherhood, has also been riding an incredible wave professionally, with her film Sinners becoming a massive award season success, earning a huge number of Oscar nominations. Even though she wasn't able to attend the ceremony herself, she was still recognized on stage by one of her co-stars, which says a lot about the kind of year she's had, both personally and professionally. So, when you put it all together, this name reveal isn't just a cute headline. It's the conclusion of this entire journey we've been watching unfold for the past year. The relationship that started quietly, the wedding that felt like a fairy tale, the pregnancy announcement that had fans buzzing, the birth that came with grateful, simple words, and now, finally, this deeply personal letter that gives Harper Haize Allen her name and gives all of us a window into just how much love already surrounds this little girl. It's clear from every single word Hailee wrote that this wasn't a decision made lightly. Harper Haize Allen isn't just a name. It represents everything Hailee has learned about herself since becoming a mother, everything she and Josh have built together, and the start of an entirely new chapter for their little family. And honestly, that's probably why this story is resonating with so many people right now. In a world where celebrity news can feel surface level a lot of the time, this felt different. It felt personal. It felt like Hailee wasn't writing for an audience, she was writing for her daughter, and we just happened to be lucky enough to read it. So that's the full story behind Harper Haize Allen's name reveal, from the very first spark between Hailee and Josh, all the way to this emotional letter that's now being shared everywhere. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more updates on Hailee Steinfeld, Josh Allen, and everything happening in the world of celebrity news. Drop a comment below and let us know what part of Hailee's letter touched you the most. Thanks so much for watching.